In this video, you're going to learn how to build a comprehensive voice AI appointment setter for any business using our new real-time voice AI platform called Realfone AI. Let's take a sneak peek of that.
Welcome to Luxury Realtors. I'm John. Are you looking to book a property viewing?
Yes, I'm looking to view the Emirates Towers.
Great choice. The Emirates Towers are a stunning property. Could you please let me know which day you'd prefer for the viewing?
Um, Probably Tuesday.
Sure, let's check the available slots for this Tuesday. Please hold on for a moment. We have slots available at the Emirates Towers on Tuesday from 1:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. and then again from 8 o'clock p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Would you prefer a morning or afternoon slot, or is a
I
specific
think I'll
time
go for 1:30.
perfect? Let me confirm the slot for 1:30 p.m. this Tuesday. Could I have your name, please?
Yeah, it's Ibrahim.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Just to confirm, I'll book your viewing at the Emirates Towers for Tuesday, March 11th at 1:30 p.m. Please hold on for a moment. Your viewing at the Emirates Towers is successfully booked for Tuesday, March 11th at 1:30 p.m. We look forward to seeing you then, Ibrahim. If you need anything else, feel free to ask.
So I hope you enjoyed the demo. Now let's get right into building this. So the first thing you want to do is head over to realphoneai.tech, and I'll put a link to that down in the description below somewhere. And basically what it is a voice AI platform specializing in real-time voice AI assistance as well as integrations, which I'll show later on in the video. And you can sign up to claim 100 free credits in the dashboard, which I'll show you towards the end of the video. So let's go to our dashboard now. As you can see, we've already created a few assistants. What you want to do is head over to this new assistant button and click on create. And we're going to be doing a real estate appointment setter assistant. So basically an assistant that books in property viewings, but this will be quite general. So you'll be able to adapt this to say salons or clinics. So for the name, we're going to go for a real estate property or appointment setter. And for the first message, we're going to say, welcome to Luxury Realtors. I'm John. Are you looking to book a property viewing? Obviously, people aren't going to come in straight away to book a property viewing, but this is just for example's sake so that we can generalize this for more businesses. Now, onto the instructions. We're going to copy and paste the general instructions from my resource hub. If you aren't already signed up to it, then the link will be down in the description below. Once you get into the resource hub, you'll be able to click on the resource hub entry for this video where you'll find the instructions there. Once you've got those instructions, simply copy it and then paste it here like I've done. And let's go through setting this up then. So in these brackets here, you've got the information that you have to fill in about the business and the appointments, as well as your time zone. We'll get onto that in a bit. So for example, we're going to replace the assistant name with John. We're going to replace the business name with Luxury Realtors. And the appointment title will be a property viewing. So then we just have to repeat it, I think, here. So we're going to say property viewing. And basically, these are the instructions to book the viewing in. Now, if you want to capture more information from the user, for example, the property they want to view, then you have to basically specify it before these steps. So then you would basically say step one, for example, ask them which property they'd like to view. And then you would basically relabel these steps as 2 and 3. And also you would put the rest of the information here as well. So use the book slot tool with their name, the property they'd like to view, as the location. I'll come to that in a bit, and the date and time. So perfect. And then what we want to do is also replace the appointment title here. So book the property viewing. And then let's continue with replacing the context of the business. So luxury realtors. And then I'm just going to basically yap about this business down here. So just give me a second. Okay, there's our info about the fake business, luxury realtors. And finally, we've got the current date and time in the time zone specified for the business. So this is one of the best parts about Realfone AI, which makes it really easy to make appointment setters, for example, and that is getting the current date and time in the specified time zone that you want it in. Normally, you would have to get the date and time in UTC, which Realfone AI does support, as well as dynamic variables for the assistance number and callers number, which are accessible in custom coded tools too. I'll move on to that in a bit. So for this current date and time, we're just going to say Asia/Dubai. If it was London, it would be Europe/London, and so on and so forth. These are just basically JS or IANA time zones. Once we've done that, let's hit publish. Now, as for the model, let's choose from our models here. So we've got the mini real-time preview and the older GPT-4 real-time preview. So we'll go with the mini and hit publish. A quick tip though is that temperature also affects the assistant's voice on real-time models as well. Now, if you have it on 11 labs, for example, then obviously the 11 labs settings, which I'll show you soon, will affect the voice rather than the temperature. For our voice, we can use either the OpenAI provider or the 11 labs provider. We're going to go with 11 labs just because I've used OpenAI before, and I'm sure you all know what the OpenAI voices sound like. For the voice, I think we'll go with Mark Convo AI, which is probably one of the best voices for conversational AI. And let's test that out.
Welcome to Luxury Realtors. I'm John. Are you looking to book a property viewing?
So for scheduling, we're going to use cal.com. If you haven't signed up already, go ahead and sign up. I'm just going to click on go to app, and this is what we use for our agency as well. And I've created a test event here called property viewing. So it's a 30-minute event, and the location is the attendees location, or basically the properties location, and you'll see how that comes into play when we add that in. So for the sake of saving time, I've already added in one integration right here, which is to check the available slots. Now let's add the integrations for booking and canceling those slots as well. So if we go into our integration store, we can either search it up or it's right here. We'll click on install integration, and basically what we need to do is add in our API key and follow these setup notes. As you can see here, it gives us a convenient link to create an API key, which I'll do right now. So all I need to do is just paste the API key in there. Our event ID comes from the event URL, so I'll show you that. So when you're on the page to basically edit the event, just click on your URL, copy it and paste it in there. And then you want to remove everything past the question mark and before the slash, like so. And that's your event ID. As for the time zone, it's Asia/Dubai. Same time zone as the assistant. We don't need the email, and we won't allow multiple appointments. For our default email, so this is the email that invites get sent to. We go for my own email, and then for the tool name and tool description, we'll keep it as the default one, or we'll say books a property viewing. So this is available in all integrations, these two last ones. It's basically for quality of life and prompting. And all you have to do is install it on the assistant. There we go. It will preserve the call data so that if the user comes back, they can always, cancel the appointment as well. And let's do the same for the cancel appointment integration. So if we just click on install, add our API key in like so, and that's all fine. So let's install that too. In order to cancel bookings as well, we'll need to get the slots the user's already booked. So let's quickly do that right now. So we'll just install this one. The time zone is Asia/Dubai. And then we can keep the default name and description. All right, that's installed, and I think we're all set. And there you have it. We've created a comprehensive voice AI appointment setter without using a single line of code. But if you are a developer and you want to use code, well, look no further, because you can actually use custom code in your tools. We have even some developer docs here, as well as the ability to basically full screen it, as you can see. And you can do things from reading your dynamic variables, writing to them as well. So if you have a preserved call data on, you can note down the username so that the assistant can greet him once they call back. Or for fetch requests as well, like a get, post, put, and delete, as well as logging to log events, even like conversion events, and probably my favorite, sending SMSs. So you can send any SMS message, like attachments as well, or to different numbers even, and ending the call, as well as handoff. Moving on, I'll show you around Realfone AI for a bit. These are integrations. So these integrations are no-code tools that are only a few clicks away, so that you can integrate your AI assistant with other platforms. You can create integrations on your own, and this is a pro tip. If you want to replicate a tool across multiple assistants, then just create a private integration. Basically, essentially what an integration is a tool with a custom setup function as well. For example, for this book slot integration, it creates an underlying tool that will basically be called by the assistant, and it contains all the questions from the event. For example, the location or any notes, user's name, email, phone number, anything that you put in the event information, the tool will basically take that all in. And if you're a developer, you can create an integration as well for the community and publish it to make it a public integration integration that can be used by anyone in this section here. And basically all you have to do is hit publish, and then we'll review it. Then users will be able to see it on the available integration store. So for example, if you've got a platform that you want to integrate with Realfone AI, then just create an integration here and then follow the steps. Next up, we've got numbers. So if you need to hook this assistant up to a number, just import a number from Twilio, put your SID, auth token, the phone number, and a label for it in. And then you'll get a screen like this where you can choose the inbound assistant. So for example, it would be the real estate appointment setter. You'd select that and then save the settings. And if you want to call someone from the assistant or send out a test call, just put the phone number in, the assistant, and then any dynamic variables you want to add on top. Moving on to calls is basically a dashboard which shows you all the calls that are both inbound and outbound, the duration, like out of the max duration as well, dynamic variables used. So these dynamic variables can be used in the prompt as well as in custom code, and also the cost, the input audio tokens and the output text tokens, which is actually only used for the 11 Labs integration. If you were using OpenAI as a voice provider, then it would just be output audio tokens. Next up, we have the actual API to send calls. So it's a pretty simple API. You can read the docs here, and then you just send a simple authenticated HTTP request with the specified body to send a call. And you could also use a make.com module if you're, hardcore no code. And finally, this is probably one of the most important sections right now, is the feedback section. And please do leave your feedback, whether good or bad, so that we can see how we can improve Realfone AI, to see how we can make this a better voice AI platform for everyone. Now, to claim your free credits, just go down here where it says claim now. So we'll claim our free credits by activating the pay as you go plan. And then you can test your assistants out for free. And then if you've got any feedback, of course, leave it here. So that's everything you need to know about creating a comprehensive voice AI appointment setter with no code whatsoever using Realfone AI, our new voice AI platform by AIBoosted. One thing to note is that our capacity is limited with Realfone AI, so we'll probably be taking in around 50 to 100 users. And once we do get more capacity, I'll create a new video formally introducing Realfone AI and doing a deep dive into all its other features to create more advanced voice AI assistants. And as always, if you're a business and want to work with us, then the link to book an AI system/agents discovery call will be down in the description below, as well as the link to AIBoosted's resource hub. If you found any value in this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more content just like this, then please do subscribe. That's all from me, and I'll see you in the next one.